life. And today, due to the fact that this man, who's my father, who has passed away just a couple of days ago, he's one of the best gentlemen ever in life. This is my first time conducting a cremation, Indian culture. And so we believe in everything else and rebirth, cremation, than an actual burial. Why? Because when you have to make some of the hardest decisions in your lifetime, and it's your family member, you have to understand of what everybody has to go through. So I've been trying to hold my mom back from fainting on the day of the funeral and all before that too. That hasn't worked out so far. But in this case, in any way, shape, or form, and when you see it, you know it. If you can't do it, don't go around it. Things are just not the same anymore without one family member. Even though, when you take a look into all families combined all around the world, mothers, fathers, granddaughters, sister-in-laws, sisters, uh, grandmas, grandpas, everything. See, since now it's for all, and for every apparent reason, care of everybody, to understand everything and anything. My father is a hero. My father is anything to allow himself to to fight of what he had. The good news is God bless his soul in peace. And therefore, you have so many qualities in life. If you can handle everything and multitask for everyone else in your family, past family member, it felt so much easier for me to. I hold back my tears until I need to cry. So it happens to be to the point of where it's just in this case, in this man's case right here, what he had to do was what he had to do. I had to conduct my first cremation today. It feels very hard at first, but when everything is said and done, memories do come back to you, and understand, everybody, where I'm coming from with this. Faithful are being unfaithful. The thing is, I was never unfaithful to anybody or anybody. I'd always loved everyone in my family and also newer families that I'm getting to know now. Every year I would do Hanuman Chalisa for all those who have passed away through your kind permission with everything else as well. I know most of our families are in different races, but anyway, I've settled my life down, and when it came, because I knew who I was conducting it for, not just family, but for the person who just passed. I feel so much better right now that I'm not talking about a subject in which I normally do. But if you'd like to comment on this one here, please do. I understand. I could totally understand all the prayers and thoughts. Thank you. In this kind case, please, whatever you say, please hold back if you have nothing good to say. So at this time, I want to have lost a loved one. I've lost so many loved ones to different reasons. I've lost so many through different diseases. It's painful seeing it at first, but the ones you know and the ones you love, they're the ones who you handle first before you go anywhere else. Family first, love, dedication. You have to have a unique way to fix anything and everything here and there. Cremation is like settling in a way where you're reuniting with everybody in heaven. It's not that most will go to hell. That may be the case, but 99.9% of the time, you're always in heaven, no matter what, no matter what you did to yourself. Doesn't matter which way it went, which way. So it's it's been a while trying to figure everything out, but just been in that demise of everything else. You think you could have handled it by yourself, like I did today. And I will go to the people who would really need this kind of advice right now. I'm happy to be on this channel just because it will make others feel good, not feel sad. And if you didn't think about it, if you weren't thinking straight, you don't know straight. How would you feel if it was, let's say, your grandmother or grandfather, right? I've already done both of those. Now, this is the first time that one of my own parents had passed. This is like um, this is like a nutshell. This is just total crazy what it would do, or would you like to conduct it and start your eyeballs out? Look, if you cry, we all understand of where it's going, where it's going to. But if you thought for 1 second that you kept crying, that's going to be more stressful on you. If you don't hold back at some point in time and remember of who it is that just happened to be passing away. I think about it almost every time when I get a chance. I could go back to every single one since 19. I go to my childhood friends' families and find out thinking straight and I'm knowing straight. Think about it. Without making this tough decision for cremating my own father, it makes sense. Crystal clear sense. I've done it for my grandmother in 1992. I did it for my grandfather in 2018. Now I've done it for my father in 2021. I'm getting to the point of where I'm getting used to these things. Now, y'all should too. So if you thought, if at any point in time in which you didn't know, yes, you do know. Yes, You can't go back and then think about all the bad memories. Get that out of your head. Think of all good memories. Think of all the good qualities that brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, father-in-laws, mother-in-laws, everybody in the family, aunts, you know, stepfathers, stepmothers, all of that stuff. Think about their good qualities, not their bad qualities. And people do well know. You figure out of what has been said is what should be done. And to the point of that regard, yes, you should know, you should learn, watch and learn. All good people, the hardworking citizens of the world. If you think straight, you know straight. If you possibly think for 1 second, what I'm saying is true, acorn shell, or remember the violating the laws of physics in this case. Anybody could take that argument and still go with it all day long. It's a hard thing to see. It's a hard thing to know about. The only thing is how in the world are you going to hold back, and how in the world you're going to de-stress yourself from these kind of situations. Who didn't think I was a person who has passed? Like, for instance, this man's father right here, just a couple of days ago, had passed. And I wasn't having a hard time trying to figure out how to do it, what to do and how to do it. It made it so simpler for me to remember, sacrifice for your parents, children, just like your parents sacrificed for y'all. And if you did care about your parents, Generation Z, listen up. You should do that. You want to be forever die. You don't think I don't know. It's not as easy as you think. Some people, if you go a whole week of crying, you definitely know what you don't know where your voice is going to go. Actually, tell you the God honest truth. It's just so unreasonable thinking like that. Person, this is the final time that you get to say everything that you want to say. Get off your chest before they go. That's what happened today around the world. Don't mind where you're from. Don't mind where you stay. Don't mind where you're from. And this advice helps everybody, I guarantee you, everything will go back according as planned. Tell you through experience right now, it hurts to cremate someone in your family. Only this time, if you get, it won't be such a hard thing on you or anybody else. You just have to make sure that you cry for 1 or 2 days. Get that feeling out of yourself. Get it out of your system. No matter how, no matter why, no matter what. The feeling is good after 1 or 2 days of crying, of losing somebody. But the third day is a little excessive to me. Just before mine. I was supposed to go at the end, but then again, I went before the end today. And you know what? For some apparent reason, all were happy. All are happy. All are sad. This is what defines you when it comes to something like this. This is what defines you, that what you've seen in that person, that should be you too. What this man made of his family, about nothing. He didn't do any of that sort. All he did was everything, give everything in return, but never, but never go without a thank you, a yes sir, a no sir. If you didn't answer like that, he would have told you off. You've been leaving the room. He has always been like that too. If you said yes sir, no sir, thank you, he would love you for it. He would always give you a smile. Opening bridges for everybody else should be the way to go. Y'all are wrong. Being an educator, what is that doing for everybody? It's helping out all students around the world. Without teachers, where would you be in right now? School? I don't think so. So to today happened to be what I should have been a long time ago. But you know what? The problem is that now I won't be able to do what I could do. Why is that? Because everything and everything can get messed up within no time flat. That's how you know. That's how y'all know. For once, understand it. It will be one of the hardest days of your life, too. But think about it. You will love yourself for every time you did this, every time you conducted your own burial or cremation. It was so stressful for me today, but after going to a few myself, I didn't feel stressful at all. Shakiness here and there, yeah, that's a given. Shakiness while doing all the procedures with water and sweets and banana leaves and pond leaves and all that other stuff like we do in India. It's like one thing or the other. It's like making a difference in one's life after they have passed. It's like, how much more time can you spend with that person? Still love them, respect them, and handle it with care, not fragile, not being fragile or dumb or stupid. Pardon my French on that part. I will apologize for that. But anyway, you keep your either chin up, move out, or just keep frowning for the rest of your life. That's not how it works. So people, understand everything that I just said. Because you know it, I know it, we all know it. We know, we know, we know. Right now, I'm with my family just to make sure that my mom doesn't cry very often right now. And they are here with me because they're coming in from out of town as well. I wish you could meet some of the people in my family, but I made sure I had to make sure that uh, nobody has me either ending the stream or just leaving the room. So yeah, I don't want to do that either. I mean, I'm just giving you heads up of what y'all should do if you have a cremation, you know, in a family. But I'm used to it. I know how it works, and it gets harder and harder. But each is the one that you should never cry about. I learned that the hard way, and y'all should too. It doesn't matter which way it goes. It doesn't matter which way it happens. I could guarantee you right now, with the way I'm kindly talking with y'all right now, you think it's very easy for what I did today? No, it's not. Keep your head held high. Keep your chin up. Make sure that life is better for you the day after the funeral. And then, if you have to for a few days, leave everything off in the kitchen. It's okay. In this culture, you could do 7 days without the kitchen and still order whatever you want. It makes me feel better, but the unfortunate part is that sometimes we're not working because of Corona. But anyway, forget that. Just take my advice at any burial or any cremation that anybody has seen, if anybody's seen it or anybody has done it. Now we've all seen it in the news lately, and it's not a pretty sight when you see that happening. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, I'm gonna put a little something in the box right now, and I'm gonna end the stream.